everybody, and welcome to the Tora Jordan Show. I'm your host, Tora Jordan. If you are new here, hi, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, hey, welcome back. Glad to see you. So today I wanted to talk about those awkward moments that happen in life that you may not be prepared for. I mean, we're coming up on spring, we're coming up on summer, we're coming up on, and I'm going to say this, we're coming up on holidays where everybody's bringing stuff to eat, okay? Some people may be like, ooh, they didn't think of that. Okay. I got you. Okay, I got you. I got you. Anytime that I am going to a dinner or to a family function or a conference or something like that, where it's potluck, that's a thing here. You know, we still do potlucks, where everybody cooks a dish and everybody comes together and then it's like a big buffet, which is really fun because then you can be like, okay, so I like that, but I don't like that, and I've never heard of that, and I'm going to try that, and I might like that, I might not like that, I don't know. So anytime that we have a big potluck get together, being on keto, unless it is one of my designated cheat days, and I will talk, I'll have a whole video about cheat days, okay? We'll get there, okay? We'll get there. Anytime that we have a big potluck, I will start digging through my Pinterest, my recipe little note card book thing that I've got. It's actually on my phone. And think about, what do I want to take? Do I want to take a main dish? Do I want to take a side dish? Do I want to take a dessert? And some of y'all might be like, okay, I'm not sure where you're going with this. Bring it around, Tora. Where are we going? Okay, so, and I'm going to start it off with a story. When I started keto on April 19th of 2023, or 2022, sorry, it's not even, this is 2023, okay. I'm coming up on my 1 year keto-versary, I guess you could call it. But last fall, my bestest friend, who is also my husband's cousin, so her mom and dad kind of went from being my second mom and dad to being my aunt and uncle, but you know, we're still close. We've always been close. Okay, so anyway, circling back. They were having their 40th wedding anniversary party, and my bestest friend is the mother to my godson, and she texted me and she goes, hey, Tora, can you make a dish called pavlova? And I'm like, what is that? She goes, well, your godson has been watching a show, and on an episode, they were talking about pavlova and how this character loved pavlova. And I'm like, I have no idea what pavlova is. So I Googled. I was like, what is pavlova? And it popped up a picture. And I was like, okay. So I read what it was. And it was whipped egg whites that were baked. They baked in an oven. And then you put some sort of fruit curd and whipped cream and berries on it. And I'm like, so it's a baked meringue. I'm like, all right, keto or sugar, or I was like, keto pavlova, sugar-free pavlova, diabetic pavlova. What is this? You know, how can I make this to make it fit me? Because if I'm going to make something, I'm going to try it. And it wasn't my cheat weekend. Of course, I told you, we're going to talk about one of those. We're going to talk about cheat day, meal, weekend, whatever. Okay, we're going to talk about that. In a different video, not this one. We're talking about potlucks in this one, okay? Anyway, so I looked it up and I was like, okay, I whip my egg whites and I put sweetener with them. And then I put them in an oven, bake them for 10 minutes, turn the oven off and leave them in there until the oven is cold. Okay? And then I take this and that and the other and I make that. And I had never made lemon curd. Okay, the traditional pavlova it's a baked meringue that's kind of like a bowl shape. Okay, and inside the bowl area, we'll do it like this. Inside this bowl area, you put lemon curd. Then you chop it with whipped cream, and then you put berries on top. And I was like, that sounds really good. That sounds really good. Okay, so we're going to try to make this. And I was messaging my bestest friend. I was like, hey, Jessica, I'm going to try this, and I will make it diabetic / keto friendly. So if you're thinking about making a diabetic dish or a diabetic dessert, don't make a big one. I'll help out with it. And she's like, okay, great. Great. So I made it, and it instantly became a family hit. Not only with my the diabetics that are in my family, or the people that are on low carb and keto that are in my family, but also with the people who just eat normal food. Pretty much everybody loved it. And then I was like, okay. And then my daddy's birthday came up, and I was like, okay, well, I'll make dinner. And I made the Mississippi deer roast. I did a video on Mississippi chicken while I did it with deer. And I made pavlova, and then I made a keto soup, and I made green beans or something like that. I mean, it was simple stuff. Anyway, I took it to Dad's for his birthday, or my mom and Dad's for Dad's birthday, but I made him, instead of making a big one, I made them into little ones so they could top it with whatever they wanted, because I knew my mama doesn't like lemon. She is a sweet person, not a sour person, as far as what she eats. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, cool, whatever. And I knew that, so I was like, okay, this is the toppings for this. And my dad was like, well, let me have one of them cloud cookie things. It was white, and it looked like a cookie, or a big cookie, but it looked like a cookie. And he tried it, and he goes, that ain't half bad. What is that? And I was like, it's a baked meringue. And he goes, like what you put on top of a pie? And I said, yeah, kind of like what you put on top of the pie. And he goes, pretty good. So we're coming up on spring, coming up on Easter. And I know that is a family event with my family. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to get my eggs and get my stuff ready to make my pavlova, because I know that is going to be an important, or not an important, but a requested dish. Okay? And my suggestion is, when you are going to a potluck, make something or take something that you know that you can have. I knew that I could have the pavlova. I can have salads. I can make green beans and take those, and those are going to be a big hit, and they're low carb, and nobody needs to know the difference that I'm on keto and they're not. And then you won't get somebody who's like, she brought diet food, or he brought diet food. When you're on keto, you eat good. I wish people would quit thinking that when you're on keto, that you're just like, I don't know, chained to eating just raw cauliflower and hamburgers, or raw cauliflower or broccoli and, cheese and bacon, and that's all you eat. No, you eat good. You just aren't having the potatoes, the rice, the pastas, the bread, the traditional flour desserts loaded with sugar. You just make adjustments. Okay? And we're coming up on this season of going out and eating at barbecues and picnics and whatever. Be thinking about what you can take. And what I would do is I would start doing test runs with your family. Because your family will honestly tell you if it's good or bad. Or at least mine does. I actually made a keto-friendly chocolate brownie cake or something like that. Josh was like, babe, this one was a miss. Please don't make this again. I was like, Julie, noted. And he goes, do you like it? And I was like, no, it's bitter. And it wasn't bitter from like bitter chocolate. It just had a bittery taste to it. So that one, no, we're not making that one again. But I know, with testing different things out on Josh, I know what tastes good, or I know what he thinks that tastes good. Especially some of the things that I made before he was on keto. And he'd be like, this is diet food? Oh, yep, that's diet food. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay? So test things out on your family. I mean, they'll be honest with you. Hopefully you don't make something that costs $150 to make, and then, everybody's like, try small stuff first. The pavlova, when I read the recipe, it was whipped egg whites with sweetener. Okay, I know what that tastes like. That's meringue. And I love a good lemon meringue pie. I love a good meringue. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I do. And I'm like, okay, so I'm envisioning this, especially when they said lemon curd. And I was like, what is lemon curd? I've never made lemon curd. It's lemon juice with egg yolks cooked over a low heat until it is a pudding. So when I figured out what lemon curd was, and I knew what the baked meringue was, I was like, so basically this is a crustless lemon meringue pie made upside down, topped with whipped cream and berries. Okay, I like whipped cream and berries. I think we can go for this. Okay? And different people have the ability to read a recipe and be like, that's going to be good. Or, nope. And thankfully, I have that talent. Sometimes. Sometimes no. But I will actually shoot that as a video. Probably not this week. Probably next week when I shoot that video of doing a pavlova. Okay? And it will be keto friendly. And I will be using my big stand mixer. You can actually do it by hand or with a hand mixer, okay? You don't have to go out and buy a KitchenAid or a Farberware or a big stand mixer. Just, I have one, and I'm going to use what I have. You might have a stand mixer. I don't know. So anyway, I know that there's a few ladies that have watched different videos of mine that were recipe videos, and they in fact, one of them, Sarah, love you. I'm going to give you a shout out here. She and I ran into each other, and she's like, I watched your grilled cheese video like 3 times and was like, I can have grilled cheese. And then she made the grilled cheese herself, and she felt, she was so excited because she had grilled cheese, and I taught her how to make a 0 net carb grilled cheese. So, spoiler alert, we're going to be making pavlova here shortly, and I will be uploading that video and showing you guys how I do it, and just, sharing recipes. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to be sharing recipes. We're going to be sharing life experiences. We're going to be sharing stuff like that. All right. So anyway, be looking on Pinterest for keto recipes. You can just type in sugar-free. You can type in low carb. You can type in keto recipes. You can type in keto soups, anything. And it's going to pull up some recipes. Alrighty. I got to go get my laundry done. And I'm pretty sure Josh will be home shortly. And he might want to eat today. I don't know why, but he might want to eat today. Anyway, I want you all to know that you are beautiful or handsome. Okay? You're beautiful. You are. You are beautiful. It comes from the inside. Let it shine. Let it shine out, okay? You're beautiful or handsome. Let it shine. All right, and I care for you guys. I mean, I'm pulling out recipes from, my recipe book, what I know has worked for my household, what I know doesn't work for my household, and sharing with you guys. I care enough to tell you what works for us and what is just a total flop for us, okay? Alrighty, and you're not alone, so don't be scared, okay? Do not be scared thinking that you're alone. You're not. Whether you're on the keto journey or just life in general, you're not alone. You're not. There are others about. There are others around us, okay? You're not alone. And be kind to yourself. Be kind to that person that's staring back at you in the mirror every morning, okay? Be kind to that person. They're going to be with you for the rest of their life, or for the rest of your life. Be kind. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Alrighty? And one last thing. Love yous!